Well, hi guys, hi from Casa Madhouse. How are you? Hope you're all well. It's quite late in the evening here in Spain. I've just come over to do the final check on the cats, top up their dinners and clean their litter trays out for the evening. But I've just sat down for a minute to give our Billy here a little bit of a cuddle. I try and find a bit of time at the moment for Billy, individual time for him every day, because he's one of our older cats. He's getting older now, and he's one of our hyperthyroid cats, and he's been quite unstable with his hyperthyroidism for the last few months. So I like to try and find a bit of time every day just to give him a bit of individual attention, because as you can see, he likes a little bit of a cuddle. And I thought I'd grab the time just to say hi to you all, show you how gorgeous Billy is, tell you a little bit about him, and talk a little bit about how hard it is for us all when our animals get old and start getting sick. So if that's something that you can relate to, or you're interested in, then stick around. Okay, so if I can start by telling you a little bit about our Billy here. Hey? You camera shy, Billy. So we've had Billy about 7 years now, and we got him before we came to Spain permanently. And I think we were meant to have Billy because when we went to the shelter to get him, local shelter, which was Colchester Cat Rescue at the time, I'll put their details down below for anybody that's interested and wants to check them out. When we went to the shelter to get him, we'd not long lost our other all black cat, Wallypuss, named Wallypuss because he was a right Wally. And it had been a bit of a shock to us because he was only 8 years of age and he was a strong cat, a real character. Oh, that's Squeaky, just walking across that's Squeaky. Squeaky! And he'd got cancer, deteriorated really quickly and passed away at the age of 8. So we'd been really pretty devastated, and really upset. Decided that we would get another cat at that time. We only had 2 dogs and 2 other cats at the time. So found ourselves down at Colchester Cat Rescue, told them our situation and said to them, show us any cats that you think would be appropriate for us, the right fit for us, or really, in desperate need of a home. And they showed us Billy straight away, didn't they, Billy? And it was a massive coincidence because Wallypuss had passed away, our all black cat, and he was 8 years of age when he died. And here they were showing us another all black cat, and he was 8 at the time. So we kind of felt that was a bit of an omen. And he was super sweet when we first met him. He was just sitting in the corner of a little pound with about 4 or 5 cats in, not bothering the other cats, quite happy, sitting there, really sweet, quite happy for us to fuss him and cuddle him, purring away. And we thought, how sweet, didn't we? He was just like you are now, weren't you? We thought, he's lovely, he's going to be so nice. So straight away we said, yeah, he's perfect, we'll take him, filled out the paperwork, took him back, he meowed all the way home in the car. And obviously took him in and started to introduce him to our other 2 cats, Kevin and Polly, who we've still got. And he turned into a monster. He literally turned into a monster. He tried to kill them. He just had a complete personality change. And this sweet little demure cat just, I don't know, it was shocking. And I thought, okay, he's only just met them, we'll do it gradually, slowly. But this went on for days. Any time he got anywhere near Kevin in particular, he would just hiss and try and attack him. And I kept thinking, give it some time. But after a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, I started to say to Shirt, do you know what, I think this is the first time ever that I'm going to have to take a cat that I've got or a dog that I've got from a rescue back, and say that it's not going to work out. And I was really devastated, and just really at the point where I was starting to say that, things started to settle down, to a point at which they, ever since, have have been absolutely fine together, and I've still got, as I say, the 2 other cats, and they're so used to each other. And it was those 3 that we travelled over to Spain with. However, about a year later, I noticed Billy wasn't too well. He'd lost a lot of weight, and he started drinking a lot and eating a lot. He was quite hyperactive. His coat was in a really bad condition, and then I noticed some blood in his poo, and this all happened really, really quickly. So I took him to the vets, and I thought it was diabetes, but it turns out it was hyperthyroidism. And all those symptoms are the symptoms of hyperthyroidism for anybody that doesn't know. So he's been on tablets ever since. You can get tablets for hyperthyroidism. You can get it in liquid form, the treatment for cats. And you can also get an ear gel for it, which we did have our other cat, Polly, who's hyperthyroid. We did have her on the ear gel for a while, but we didn't find it as kept them as stable. So he was on the tablets. We then moved over to Spain here about 3 years ago. So we would have had him about 4 years by then. And he'd remained quite stable on the tablets. It's a lifelong treatment for hyperthyroidism, and he'd been quite stable. With hyperthyroidism, you have to take the cats every 6 months or so to have a blood test to make sure their thyroid limits are still okay. Obviously, if you're concerned in between that their thyroid levels may be out of kilter, then you have to take them. If their levels go too low, they have the opposite symptoms, obviously, as if they go too high. And he did sort of dip and go up and down for a little while. But generally, he wasn't too bad. So he travelled over with us and all the other animals, the 2 dogs that we had at the time, the other 2 cats at the time, over to Spain. We found a good vet and kept him on the tablets, and he remained fairly stable for the next couple of years. But about 10 months ago, he started to get, his levels started to get unstable again. And he's 15 now. And we've been struggling for about the last, as I say, 6-8 months to get his thyroid levels stabilised. They keep just going up and down. We change the medication a little bit, tweak the medication, but we're not getting him stabilised. So, you know, it's a bit of a concern with us at the moment, unfortunately. He's done so well. Hyperthyroid cats, apparently, normally, once they've been diagnosed, normally the average time that they live after that is between 3 and 5 years, and he was diagnosed, so it would have been about 5 or 6 years ago. And also they say that hyperthyroid cats don't live generally as long as cats without hyperthyroidism, but he's 15. So he's done really well, and he's continuing to do well, aren't you? But he's a contented little thing. He loves, as you can see, he loves his cuddles. He just doesn't like to go out much. He might just go outside the door and sit there for a little while in the yard outside, and then he's back in again. Loves a sofa or nice comfy corner somewhere. But we are struggling to get his levels stabilised, and so we do worry, and I think probably there's quite a few of you watching who will relate to that. Any animal owners who have had several animals over time will know that feeling when your animal gets old or when they start to get a bit sick. It's a worry, isn't it, Billy? It's a worry. So I like to, at the moment, even though we're up to our eyes, try and find a bit of time every day to give him a little bit of a cuddle. Hi, Billy. A little bit of a cuddle, a little bit of a fuss, a little bit of a brush. And he does like it, don't you? Eh? Yeah? So I just really wanted to share that with you guys, just to show you what a lovely cat he is. And after the initial teething problems, ever since then, he's been such a beautiful, good boy, no trouble at all, absolutely no trouble. Absolutely lovely cat, aren't you? You want to go now? I think you was to go and have something to eat now. So say goodbye, Billy. Say goodbye. So off he went, turning the camera off as he went. Sorry, guys, but he's come back again now. Yeah, he come back again. Anyway, I'm going to have to go, guys, and feed this lot and clean out a couple of cat litter trays. Whoop, whoop. But I hope you've enjoyed sharing a little bit about Billy this evening. And just want to say, sending out big love to anybody that's in a similar situation where any of their pets are not too well at the moment or getting old. They do worry the life out of you, these animals, don't they? They really do. But yeah, big shout out and thinking of any of you guys in that situation. If you want to share any of your thoughts or your experiences, then please do put a comment in the comments section below. I'd love to hear any of your stories. That'd be great. And if you have enjoyed this, Billy's tail, if you have enjoyed spending this 10 minutes or so with us, please don't forget to like this video and consider subscribing to us. It doesn't cost you anything. Just hit the subscribe button and the notifications button so you can keep up to date with any future videos we post. It would really help us out and really help the animals out. We'd really appreciate it. Sending you all lots of love, and we'll join you in another video real soon. Say bye, Billy. Bye, darling. Say bye-bye. Bye from me and Billy. Mwah. All the cats, all the dogs, and the husband at Casa Madhouse. Bye for now.